Well, YouTube, now 2 weeks ago it was my birthday, so I'm here today to do a little bit of an unbagging video. I've never done one before. Well, technically I'm not going to be doing one now because it's not in a bag, and it's not an unboxing video because it's not in a box. It's in a tube, so it's sort of like an untubing video. Maybe this is the first ever untubing on YouTube. Let me know down there. Has someone done that before? I don't know. Well, yeah, let me know. Might be a new thing. Might be a massive craze that starts. I don't know. But yeah, basically, because it's been 2 weeks. You might be thinking, oh, why is it taking this long? Surely you've opened all your presents already, blah 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 blah. Well, basically what has happened is that I knew what I was getting. Well, in general I knew what I was getting, especially off these two people, because two people were comfortable enough saying to me, listen, I don't know what to get you. I can't be bothered thinking what to get you. And those two people were my sister and my brother. And my sister, I said to her, oh, just get me a Tag Classic off Silver Vision. So she went on there, she got me this, which is Judgment Day 2000 and Fully Loaded 2000. I don't know how clearly you can see that because it's got the plastic wrapper still on it. Now, first of all, let me just say, I'm not one of those guys who, as soon as he gets a DVD, I'm going to put it straight into the player. I'm not one of those guys, especially because I'm watching the WWF 1997 pay-per-views at the moment and the Raws, so I'm building them up. I'm going to watch and like go all the way up to when the Invasion angle finishes and when they do the brand split. I'm going to be reviewing those videos, those DVDs on my videos. So yeah, I'm not going to watch these now because I'm just going to wait and watch them in context basically. Yeah, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to watching these because I've been looking over the cards and there's got some quite interesting matches on there that I remember some of the matches, remember some of the spots from these matches, but I don't remember them all. Like, for example, on Judgment Day 2000 you got an Iron Man match between The Rock and Triple H, which I remember hearing of. I can't remember watching that. I definitely did watch it because I remember watching this next match, which is a tag team tables match, Road Dogg and x-pac versus the Dudleys, which I'm sure the Dudleys put Tori through a table at the end. Then a submission match for the IC title, Jericho Benoit, you know, that's going to be awesome, which I don't remember. Falls Count Anywhere, No Holds Barred, Big Show versus Shane McMahon. Triple threat match for the European title, which is Eddie versus Saturn versus Malenko. 3 of the 4 radicals there. And then we got Rikishi and Too Cool against Edge, Christian and Kurt Angle, which that sounds like a really good card to me. It sounds like it'll be a really good pay-per-view, really good watch. And then you got Fully Loaded 2000, which is for the WWE title, Rock versus Benoit. Now I think I remember that one specifically because Benoit was with like Shane McMahon, and he sort of got screwed out of the title a little bit. I remember, well, he won by count out or by disqualification or something stupid, or he won and then the referee was like, no, you can't win like that because you were cheating or whatever, so the match got restarted and The Rock won. Anyway, last man standing match was next between Jericho and Triple H, which I don't remember at all. Kurt Angle versus Undertaker, I don't remember that. Val Venus versus Rikishi, IC title steel cage. I remember that for Rikishi's big flop off the top of the cage and he missed. That was quite epic. Tag team title match, Edge and Christian versus the Acolytes. Then we got European title, Eddie versus Perry Saturn. So we obviously know Malenko didn't win the European title the month before. Although, to be fair, WWF in 2000, they probably hot-shotting the titles all over the place, which I don't really remember. But, well, obviously they were hot-shotting titles all over the place, but I don't remember this specific occasion, should I say. Taz versus Al Snow, which should be okay, average. And mixed tag team match, Team Extreme versus TNA with Trish Stratus. So that should be really awesome. Like, thank you for getting me that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that. And it says Undertaker returns on the front of the Judgment Day one. So maybe that was the one where he first came in with the "He's here" music. I remember the next day my mate coming up, knocking on my door on the way to school, and like, oh, you should have seen it. Undertaker came back, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to watch it when I get home, because that's how we used to do it. Because the pay-per-views are on Sunday nights in England. When I was a kid in school, we'd tape them, one of us would tape them, and then the next day, like, we'd tape trade, and like, whoever taped it would pass it to the next person, so we'd end up watching it Tuesday after school in general. But now, here's for the untubing. Here it is, here's the tube, the first ever tube that I've ever untubed on YouTube. A lot of tubes there going on, isn't there? And what could be inside a tube? I'm sure some people are wondering. Although I'm sure some people who've got one of these in the past are like, oh, I know what it is. But it is a poster from Colt Cabana, which is signed by him at the bottom here, where my fingers are. And then it's signed by Mike Norton, the guy who drew the actual poster there. And he's giving me a little birthday message here, which is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I'm really delighted with getting that from my brother. Basically, my brother lives in Japan, so he doesn't know what to get me, and he messaged me on Facebook saying, oh, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to get you something? Do you want me to get you an iTunes gift voucher? And I was like, well, don't get me that, because I won't use it. I don't really like digital digital downloads and stuff like that. I'd rather have something I can hold in my hand, something I can actually appreciate, and I can put this up on my wall once it's sort of uncurled itself, because it's still all curled up. This right now, this is the reason why I'm doing this 2 weeks after my birthday. Sorry, I have a bit of a mind blank there. Is because it took about only a week. Well, my brother was a bit unorganised, really, like finally getting to me saying, "Oh, what can I get you?" He teaches English over there. He's got, well, reasonably busy teaching, so like I don't expect him to be. I'm just happy he got me something. To be fair, he didn't need to. But yeah, so when he did, he ordered from Japan. He ordered this from America for it to arrive here in England. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm English, by the way. Which I've had lots of comments in the thing below, like, "Oh, are you Australian? Are you Scottish?" Or like, obviously Americans, like, I don't blame you, because I couldn't play specific American accents. So yeah, just to clear it up, I live in England. So yeah, that's where I'm from. And so yeah, it's gone from being ordered in Japan to being shipped from America to being delivered here in England, which has taken a very long time. Well, not a very long time. It only took like 7 days, but like I said, I was away for like 2 weeks, so I was away when it came. So when I got back, I had the little Royal Mail thing that you get through the letterbox saying, "Oh, your package has been delivered," but it couldn't fit through the letterbox, so you're gonna have to go online and sort it out with us, and we'll bring it back again. So they brought it on Saturday, and typical me, I overslept. Well, it was a weekend after all, but yeah, I overslept. I got up at like 10:30, and it had already been. I was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" So then I got my sister to sort it out again, because I was like, "I can't bother sorting it out with them again, so will you sort it for me?" So then she did, and then today at about 1 o'clock, after it came before 10:30 in the morning last time, at 1 o'clock I got a package. I looked at it, it was my sister's. I was like, "Oh, what is going on? I've waited so long," and then about 2 hours later mine finally came. So yeah, it only took 7 days, and yeah, I've got to really put Colt Cabana over before I finish this video. I mean, to me it seems like he really does care about his fans. I've really started getting into him more and more and more through his podcast now. I'd known about him as a wrestler for a long time, and he used to wrestle in WWE as Scotty Goldman. I remember that I knew of him as Colt Cabana before that, and I wasn't watching WWE at that time, so I didn't see any of his Scotty Goldman stuff. I saw some of his .com stuff that he did for WWE.com, but like the little what's popping or what's cracking with Scotty Goldman or whatever, what's happening, I can't remember what it's called, sorry, but I just can't remember. Yeah, so I was a sort of fan of his, and I do like his style. For those of you who don't know who he is, let me just clear this up, because a lot of people might not know. A lot of people who watch my videos just know about WWE, for example, and don't know about Ring of Honor. So basically he works for Ring of Honor. He's one of their better workers. He's one of their workers that if you thought of anyone who could really make it in WWE, it's him, because he's got like a silly style. He works silly matches now. It's a disservice to him to say that he's just a silly wrestler, because he can really work. He's a really good worker. He's sort of like Santino, but a better worker. Like Santino can do all the silly stuff and make you laugh, and now Colt Cabana could do all that stuff if WWE just pushed him right, in my opinion. But yeah, he basically does a podcast which is free to subscribe to. If you go over to iTunes and type in Art of Wrestling, then and click subscribe. It's totally free to do it, just like subscribing to me on YouTube, totally free. So if you click his thing, subscribe, and then basically what it'll do is it'll send the latest version of his podcast over to your iTunes every Friday, I think it is. And he does different interviews. Well, it's not really an interview, it's just a talk with other wrestlers. Like, he's done lots of WWE guys like CM Punk, Zack Ryder, massive internet favourite. So if you like him, go check that out. If you like Zack Ryder's YouTube videos, go check out Colt Cabana's podcast, because they're very similar in style, I think. Well, similar in appeal, should I say, not style. He's done Kurt Hawkins, Beth Phoenix, former WWE guys like former referee Jimmy Corderas, former tag team, Insane Clown Posse. Sorry, I'm losing my voice here. But yeah, I really recommend people go check him out, and I'm becoming more and more of a fan of him the more I listen to his podcast, because he just seems like a really nice guy. Maybe he sat up there like, "Oh, I can't believe these marks, they order my stuff, like oh, they paid like $20 for this little shitty piece of paper I just sent them." But like, I really appreciate that, like, he's personalised little birthday message on the bottom of the poster for me. Like, I'll show you again, like, if I didn't show it the first time, because I can't remember. But like, if you look there, it just says happy birthday there. Then like, yeah, I really appreciate that he's personalised it, because my brother just would have asked him like, "Oh, can you personalise it?" and he's done it. I presume he did it with no extra charge. He's done that, he sent it over, and it arrived really quickly. He probably could have sent it like really slow mail or whatever. But he didn't. He sent it. It got out within a week, and like I said, it was my own luck that it just took me even longer for it to get to me. But yeah, I can't put over him enough. He seems like a really nice guy, and he's coming over to England in like 1 or 2 weeks, and I was looking to meet him and like maybe get an autograph or something, get a picture or something. Now I've got this, I don't really need that as much, but yeah, it'd be sort of cool to meet him or something. So I might see what my workload's like to see if I can do that. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, with this video, I'm almost out. So yeah, let me know what you think of those pay-per-views, Judgment Day 2000 and Fully Loaded 2000, if you've seen them. And if you're wanting reviews of those, I will be reviewing them in time. And then also, what do you think of Colt Cabana? Have you listened to his podcast before, or have you not? Are you willing to now listen to him after I've told you about him? Because he does really seem like a really nice guy. He's a pro wrestler. He's worked for WWE before. He didn't really get a fair shake there, in my opinion. He was there for 2 years in developmental, and then on SmackDown as Scotty Goldman. And yeah, really nice guy. Like, obviously, I didn't need to personalise that poster that my brother bought from him for me. He didn't need to personalise it. All he needs to do is ship it once it's been bought. But no, he did personalise it, and I really appreciate that. And it's going to go up on my wall. I might put it like right there behind me, so it's like always in sight for my videos. That'd be quite cool, I suppose. But yeah, that is it for me. Go check out his podcasts. I would say I'll put a link in the description box, but I'll probably forget. And obviously, also, I don't think I've made a video since I became a YouTube partner. I think I've become a YouTube partner. I'm not quite sure. Now, I've got adverts like on my videos, which one will be right here, and one will be there. So yeah. So I've got adverts on there, so now I could make a little bit of money through these videos, which is always nice. So that'll be good. But yeah, I'm a YouTube partner, which I'm really happy about. Thank you to all my subscribers. I think I've got 552. You know, I looked this morning so I could specifically say the number on this video, and I can't remember it. But I think it was 552. So yeah, thank you to you all for subscribing. I really do appreciate it, and I do appreciate that I've become a YouTube partner. And I can do longer videos. I've been able to do longer videos for a long time now. Some people are stuck at 15 minutes, but for some reason they allowed me to do longer videos for months now. But yeah, I really do appreciate it, and I do appreciate that they let me have adverts on all my videos now rather than wait for them to become popular. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I've probably blabbered on a lot. Yeah, sorry about that. Thanks for watching. See you later.